Is Islam a religion?
Yes.
It is.
It's one of the three Abrahamic religions, as far as I know.
And is it a religion of peace?
Yes.
Well, why do they chop off people's head and hold women back and throw homosexuals from the rooftops and they want to take over other countries? And they even say you can lie. How about Allahu Akbar?
This means God is great.
Right, when they're about to kill you, blow you up, or chop off your head, or make sure women don't drive, or cut off their private parts. And
how about
in the name of Allahu Akbar. Do you stand for your country?
Sometimes I said, yeah.
Does that make you a Muslim nationalist?
Do you think that just tying along nationalism into anything is
a problem?
I think it's a problem because I'm a globalist.
What does that mean to be a globalist?
I stand for all human beings, no matter where they live.
You don't put America first?
No, of course not.
America needs to be careful. Welcome everybody, welcome to Culture War. In this interview, Jesse is going to be exposing a Muslim globalist, whatever he calls himself. You need to watch it for yourself. But one thing I've gotten from this is that these people have no love for America. Now, if you've not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get more videos like this. So without further ado, let's dive in.
Do you believe that black people were ever a moral people?
What?
Do you believe that they had morals at one time?
I think black people have morals right now as well.
Is it immoral to have babies out of wedlock?
No.
It's not?
I don't think it's immoral.
Is it immoral to have abortions?
No. No, I'm pro-abortion.
So you don't know what morals are? Where do you get your values from?
Wait, I think
are you
your
a Christian?
morals. Are you
a Christian?
Are you a moral realist? Do you think that there is a set of? I mean, I guess you are because you're Christian, right?
Yes, I am.
You have a set of guidelines. I am not a Christian, no.
Are you a Muslim?
I say that I'm culturally Muslim, but I'm not actually. I'm agnostic. I cannot confirm nor deny the existence of God.
You were born in Turkey?
I was born here, actually. I'm an anchor baby.
Oh, you're an anchor baby? Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah.
Your mother got pregnant and crossed the border illegally and dropped you down?
No, she crossed the border legally, but she gave birth to me here so I could have American citizenship. Yes.
That's amazing. And so this guy, Kink, what's his name? Chink?
Jank.
Jank.
Yes.
Is that your nephew? I mean, your uncle?
My uncle, yes.
That's your uncle?
Yeah.
What is it, you work for him?
I do, yeah.
What is it like working for him?
Pretty good. And there's good days and bad days, just like any other job, you know?
Yeah. Are you a liberal?
I wouldn't consider myself a liberal, no.
Are you a conservative?
No, I'm certainly not a conservative. I'm a leftist, and I would consider liberals to be conservative. I'm more progressive than most liberals.
And why is that?
Because liberals still believe in outdated modes of outdated economic systems that have yielded terrible results for the overwhelming majority of Americans and the overwhelming majority of people around the world.
You say that you at one time was a Muslim, right?
Well, I was raised in a Muslim family, but they were very progressive. My father still considers himself a Muslim, even though he doesn't follow like the 5 pillars or whatever. He never went to Hajj or anything. And my mother is probably not. My mother's not very religious.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is Islam a religion?
Yes.
It is.
It's one of the three Abrahamic religions, as far as I know.
And is it a religion of peace?
Yes.
Well, why do they chop off people's head and hold women back and throw homosexuals from the rooftops and they want to take over other countries? And they even say you can lie. They can say you can lie to the
Can we just
Christians.
pause for a brief moment?
Yeah.
You want to tell me about your personal black experience and use that as empirical evidence, as fact. But when I try to tell you about Muslims, you're like, nope, that doesn't work that way. I have my own perspective. If you have actual evidence to back up your claims, then we could have a conversation. Maybe I could describe where you are confused.
How about Allahu Akbar?
This means God is great.
Right, when they're about to kill you, blow you up, or chop off your head, or make sure women don't drive, or cut off their private parts. And
how about
in the name of Allahu Akbar. I rest my case.
Christianity has far more bodies.
That's not true.
It's absolutely true.
No.
Okay, well then answer me this question then. When George W. Bush said, God told me to invade Iraq and Afghanistan, why do we not consider that a Christian genocide, the war in Iraq and Afghanistan?
Because that was just one person. But Christianity is
Oh, it's
for
just
all,
one person.
I mean, but
what
the
about
Muslim,
what about a lot of the
Islam
military
apply
members
to
who,
all I bet
you
you would not go back to your country and say, I'm no longer a Muslim. They'll kill you.
No, they wouldn't.
Yes, they would.
You have no idea about
Yes,
Turkey,
they
do you,
would.
sir? No,
Well,
Turkey.
you wouldn't go to the Muslim and tell them that.
Turkey currently has a. Well, first of all, Turkey's a secular democratic republic.
Well, you may can go to Turkey, but you wouldn't go to a Muslim country.
Turkey
and
is
tell
a
them,
Muslim country. It's
you wouldn't say
98%
that.
Muslim.
You would not say that I'm no longer Muslim.
I say it all the time.
Not to them.
Yes, I do.
Amazing.
There are plenty of atheists who are, or there are plenty of agnostic Turkish people, and there are plenty of progressive Muslims who don't subscribe to a lot of the things that you're mentioning. As a matter of fact, the overwhelming majority of Muslims are not a part of the monolith, the picture that you're trying to paint all of Islam as.
I would never trust Islam.
You would never trust Islam.
I would
And
never.
yet a lot of fundamentalists, a lot of the extremists that you're talking about have similar perspectives to you.
They have been taught to lie to the infidels. And I'm a Christian.
Do you think homosexuality is a sin?
Infidel.
Do you think homosexuality is bad?
It's not good.
It's not good. What would you do about it?
Show them how to overcome.
Okay.
And
what if they're like, I don't want to overcome. I want to kiss a man.
Then let them suffer and die. That's their business.
Okay, that's a very fundamentalist perspective, not dissimilar to ISIS, though.
Just don't impose it on us. I didn't say we would kill them.
That's not dissimilar to what a lot of Muslims think, though.
ISIS would kill them, but I said let them suffer and die.
As a matter of fact,
because people have a right to suffer and die.
As a matter of fact, if we were to look at data, okay?
Well, you, you can't believe data. Liberals lie.
You can't believe data.
Liberals lie, man.
Why?
Okay, so let me ask this. There's a woman in Congress by the name of Rashid Tlaib.
Yes.
A Muslim.
Yes.
And
there's two. There's another one.
Right.
Ilhan Omar is another Muslim, yes.
One of them is a lesbian. And so, do you support
Why do you say it
Rashid and the other Muslim is against America? They're not for America.
Why do you think that?
Do you support them?
Why do you think that?
Do you support them?
Are they against America?
Do you support them?
You have to tell me why they're against America.
Do you support the Muslims?
I don't think they're against America.
You support the Muslims?
Yes, I support the Muslims.
But you're against the white people who stand up for their country.
Wait, what? I am against white nationalists.
Is it
I'm not against white people.
Is it wrong
I'm against
for white people?
nationalists.
Is it
if
wrong?
they were fundamentalists, if they were ISIS sympathizers, then I would be against them too. But if they are just Muslims, I'm not going to be against just Muslims.
Is it wrong for white people to stand up for their country?
If they're white nationalists, yes. Probably.
Is it wrong for white people to stand up for their country?
You have to define what you mean by that. You have to elaborate a little bit so I can understand
one more
what you're
time.
saying.
No.
Repeating the question is not elaborating further.
Is it wrong for
Keep scrolling on your iPad, Jesse, but it's not going to make more sense. You got to give me a description.
Is it wrong for white people to stand up for their country?
Is it wrong for white people to stand up for their country? You have to elaborate a little bit further on this. Do you mean white nationalists, or do you just mean white people are standing up for their country in the sense that they're fighting against racism, they're fighting against inequality? In that, yes. It is absolutely correct and the right thing to do for white people and all people to fight against this sort of thing. But if it's white people saying that this is a white-only country and we need to preserve our white culture, and it's a completely flawed perspective that is not real at all, and it is just a fantasy for fragile whites to think that they are.
Is it wrong for white people to stand up for their country?
Okay. Do you not want to hear my answer?
All this stuff you're saying is too long and kind of.
Okay. It's counterproductive.
Is it wrong for white people to stand up for their country?
I can simplify it for you as well if you would like.
You will.
But not
Give me a
everything.
yes or no.
It's not a yes or no
Why not?
question.
Why not?
Because you're framing it in an inappropriate way.
How is that inappropriate?
Because a yes or no question, if you front load it in a similar fashion to what I asked you, which is, did you stop beating your wife? It's a yes or no question.
Are you asking me that?
Did you stop beating your wife?
I just told you I don't have a wife.
Okay, but did you stop beating your son?
Is it wrong for white people?
But you didn't answer. It's a yes or no question. But it's a yes or no question. It's not real. You don't have a wife, but it's a yes or no question. Just like your white question is not a real question.
You're not going to answer that question, right?
I can answer the question, but I don't want to. I want to make sure that we contextually are on the same page.
Is it wrong for white people to stand up for their country?
Okay. Did you stop beating your wife?
You're not gonna answer that.
Did you stop beating your wife?
I got one more.
Did you stop beating your wife?
I'm a nationalist. I'm a black nationalist.
Are you?
Does that make me black supremacist?
Are you black and also a nationalist, or are you black in the sense that you're a separationist and you want to have a separate black-only state?
I'm a black nationalist.
But that
Does
word
that
means
make
something.
me a black supremacist?
That means something, and you need to describe to me what that means. Are you a separationist? Are you a segregationist? Do you believe that black people should have their own
You're not going to answer that either, right?
No, but I need to understand, Jesse.
Do you stand up
but
for?
You're not
do you put America
understand.
first? Do you stand for your country, America?
Sometimes, and sometimes I'm very critical of the things that America does.
Do you stand for your country?
Sometimes, I said, yeah.
Does that make you a Muslim nationalist?
Wait, but when you said
or
my country, I meant
nationalist,
America.
right? Or atheist nationalist. Does that make you one?
Do you think that just tying along nationalism into anything is
that what you
is
do
a problem?
with white
I think it's a
people?
problem because I'm a
Okay.
globalist. I stand
what
for
does that mean to be a globalist?
I stand for all human beings, no matter where they live. I don't think that just because a baby was born in Indonesia that they deserve a much worse life than myself. It's all probability. I didn't earn the right to be born into an affluent family. So yes, I think that all human beings deserve a dignified life.
You don't put America first.
No, of course not.